software now. I don't have the lag on the delay when we come in to talk to all these beautiful people. So I'm just letting you all know that as you're listening, I finally have caught up in technology, and I'm here. And the Chasing Points podcast is here. We got Brendan, we got Harrison, we got myself, and we are missing our fourth leg here, Sam. So shout out to Sam, free Sam, as one would say. Gentlemen, it is episode 189 of the Chasing Points podcast. And how are you doing on episode 189 of the Chasing Points podcast?
Doing great. Happy to be here. Miss Sam, but it's fine to have you here today.
Yeah, we'll make do.
It's fine to have who here today?
Definitely Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's definitely not what you meant, but I like how you did that. Kick rocks. Since you guys never asked me, I'm doing well. Let's get right into this. We got some football to talk about. We got some basketball to talk about. And I'm sure there'll be some other things that are brought up through this. So let's just get right into this. Very, very interesting week, but we'll get into our dubs and our L's. And Bacon will start off with our dubs. And it's not football. So
yeah, I couldn't.
Okay.
We'll get into why during the L's segment. I didn't even list an L. And you guys could just figure out what it's going to be.
Yeah.
At this point. So yeah, switching up a little bit here. So, not that I want to congratulate these guys, but I think they're owed their due. So the Blue Jays are my dub. Going back to the World Series for the first time in 32 years. So I don't think anyone really had them as going all the way, going to the World Series this year. So they really, they won the AL East. They went on a hell of a run, throughout the playoffs, and gotta give them credit where credit's due. Vlad Jr. had a hell of a postseason so far as well. Batted .385 in the ALCS, 3 home runs. So, hats off to them. They deserve some credit here. Vladdy, 442 throughout the playoffs so far, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, only 3 strikeouts in 11 games. So he has been on a tear. And, I think the biggest thing with him, he's always been an outstanding player. Obviously, he had the one big year a few years ago where he mashed, 48 home runs back in 2021. Always hits for average, right? I wish Sam was here because we would talk about his StatCast data and everything, but always up, among the league leaders with, batted balls, hard hit rates and barrel rates, things of that nature. And really the power has always been there. And I think he's just really tapping in and maybe the launch angle's changing. Not to nerd out too much here on baseball, but
let's do it. Nerd.
23 home runs on the season, but batted .292. Like I said, his launch angle is certainly much lower than other power hitters, but like a slight adjustment by a couple degrees, and the guy has that power to hit over 40 home runs. I think we're starting to see that here in the postseason, maybe lifting the ball a little bit more, but the guy's a hell of a player, hell of a hitter. Surprising too, since we see him quite a bit, throughout the season when the Jays play the Yanks. The guy's a hell of an athlete as well. When he came up, little chunky, little soft around the edges, but guy's an athlete, man. Plays a hell of a first base, can run.
Trimmed out.
He trimmed down a little bit. He lost the baby fat. So yeah. Anyway, congrats to the Blue Jays.
It's really big of you.
I thought so too. I'm trying to take my sadness and sorrow from the Giants and redirect that somehow, turn into a positive.
It's big of you.
That's the most I'd ever thought I'd hear you talk about the Blue Jays. By the way,
couldn't be me.
I know.
But shout out to a former Yankee legend, Don Mattingly. He's been in baseball for so long, and this is his first time going as a coach to the World Series. So shout out to him for that. Actually, this is his first time going to the World Series
ever.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
For being in the league for so long and being one of the greatest hitters of all times.
So should be in the Hall of Fame as well.
Absolutely should be.
great documentary on him. I think it's on Amazon. I could be mistaken, but anyway, definitely worth the watch. Guy dominated for 5-6 years. Obviously, he had injuries, his back, and everything that really limited him towards the end. Yeah, unfortunately his final year was 95 when we lost to the Mariners, and then of course 96 was the magical run against the Braves. So yeah, this is his first time to a World Series. So yeah, congrats, Donnie Baseball.
Absolutely. Harrison, you have Old Man Joe as your dub.
Yeah, I had the Broncos, but I feel like we're going to talk about that enough once we get into the Giants. So yeah, I wanted to give it up for Old Man Joe Flacco winning the Battle of Bengay, the Icy Hot Bowl.
Oh my gosh!
And as an old myself, I'm on the other side of the hill, as you all are too.
Wow, that's how you just taking shots at us as you're doing this.
I'm just pointing out the facts. And the fact of the matter is Joe Flacco, 31 completions, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns as the Bengals, RIP Joe Browning. I can't even remember the quarterback's name before that, but he saw Flacco lead the Bengals to victory against the now 4-2 Steelers. So big shout out to Joe and keeping us old men alive. Yeah, I'm just happy for Joe Flacco. It's kind of, he's been in this league a long time, and we remember him obviously for the Ravens and bringing them to the Super Bowl, and then kind of fell out of the public eye for a little bit, but had his chance on the Browns. It's obviously we can see they didn't use him the proper way, or maybe he just kind of got a new lease on life this week and stuck it to the Steelers defense. But yeah, shout out to the Olds.
Guy can still play, man, and this isn't the first time we've seen this happen, right? So he can still impact the game and can still spin it. Doesn't hurt to have Jamar Chase. Jamar chasing points, as Sam would say, on catching the receiving for him. So, but yeah, that was going to be my dub as well, but you beat me to it. So, congrats to Joe.
Just a quick question before we continue to go. You guys can see me do while I'm just looking at something as well, right? You can see me.
We can't see you, but we can hear you. It's like the voice of God. Cool. It's fine. I don't really need to see you.
Right. That's fine. I'm back. I just had to do something. Yeah, shout out to old man Flacco. He's just still spinning the rock and doing what he has to do. I mean, it's amazing to see what's going on with him.
Do you like Battle of the Bengay or the Icy Hot Bowl better, if you had to pick?
Battle of the Bengay sounds like more, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. That's a different podcast.
Yeah. Sam chose the 49ers.
How do they keep winning? I don't understand what's happening.
They have a good core, and good teams always find a way to win, no matter what. Again, this is a testament to giving a quarterback a chance to actually do something. Mac Jones played for Bama. I still don't think he's a great quarterback, but you go to the right system, that's all you need. The right system, the right pieces around you, and you can flourish. I feel that is an offense that is a plug-and-play offense. You can see the type of players, and I don't know if certain players excel outside of there without Shanahan. It's just he is a quarterback whisperer, as I mentioned before. But they are just winning any way they possibly can. And I mean, they are dead at every damn position possible. And they keep dropping like flies, and they continue to still win. So I can't knock them for doing what they're doing. But it's the wheels are going to fall off at some point because you're not going to be able to continue to compete, but they can prove me wrong. But I highly doubt that.
I mean, as long as CMC is healthy, he's still a beast.
I feel like we need
football.
I feel like we need just better reporting, because all of the reports and stuff out of like their camp and training camp is CMC's on his last legs. Like he's going to Germany to get like neat. Like this guy is, it's not that. Like he's like over 100 yards every game. He still looks amazing. It's like, all right, what are we watching here? Like, what are the reports that we're getting that would lead us to, I don't know. I'm just mad about it. It's not about it.
It's very interesting to see what's happening with him.
Looks great.
He does look great.
Handsome guy. Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right, moving forward.
We'll see him at the Battle of the Bengay.
Yep. My dub this week is Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott.
Both.
They both are doing what they need to do. Jalen Hurts is the first quarterback this season to have a perfect quarterback rating. He again said, I can throw the ball anytime I need to. So can we stop talking about it? And I thought it would shut up the people in media. And I said, I know what they're going to do. And they did exactly what I thought they're going to do. Now they're bitching about the run game. So when they run, well, it's can Jalen Hurts pass the ball? And then when he passes the ball, it's, well, can they run it? And so I'm just waiting for that complete game that they just do both, and then they shut everything up. And then I want to hear what they're going to say then. But Jalen Hurts is now, after beating the Vikings, and the guy that he replaced, Carson Wentz, who had a hell of a game. The Eagles almost let Carson win the game for the Vikings. But Jalen Hurts is now 9-0 against the NFC North. He has the most touchdowns of 35 yards or more on fourth down by any quarterback. And then I have one that I'm going to disappear for real quick just to share this little nugget. Highest PFF grade among starters in week 7, Jalen Hurts was 95.2. His highest passing grade, he was 94.9. Most big time throws, he has 4. Highest ADOT, don't ask me what the hell that is, 12.4. Highest passer rating, 158.3, and most yards per attempt, 14.2. Needless to say, Jalen was able to do what he had to do. He amongst the active quarterbacks to throw 325 yards on less than 25 passing attempts in a game. He's the only one and the first to do it since Drew Brees since 2009. Suck at Drew Brees because you continue to talk about the damn Eagles. And Sam, I know you're going to be upset about that since that's your boy toy. I don't care. But yeah, that's Sam's guy, if you didn't know. And I wish he was here for this because I'm sure he would have defended him, and rightfully so, because that's his guy. I'm going to continue to say this, and I will champion this man. He does not get enough respect. He is a Super Bowl MVP. He's shown up in 2 of the biggest games in his career and outplayed the guy that everybody considers to be the best quarterback in the league, and he still does not get his respect. So I will do my due diligence and do my justice for him and speak about QB1 on here anytime I get an opportunity to do so. And I would do it as I've done it when he's also bad as well, too, and you guys have been witnesses of that. Now, on the flip side, a guy I would love to talk badly about, but I can't because he is absolutely balling out, and currently, in my opinion, is the MVP of the league, is Dak Prescott. The way that he is spinning the absolute rock right now, and if only the Cowboys had a defense, I think we'd be talking about the Cowboys in a different light right now. I mean, media is going to talk about the Cowboys no matter what, because why, I don't know. But Dak is currently right now at 71.4 completion percentage. He's got 1,800 yards, 16 passing touchdowns, 7.3 yards per pass. His QB rating average right now is 107.6. He's had 56 rushing yards. We know Dak's not rushing. 1 rushing touchdown, only 3 sacks and 3 interceptions and 8 sacks. So if his line protected him, which they do enough, he probably wouldn't have those sacks. And the fact that his INTs are lower than what they normally are is good for him. But that duo, this is probably the best team that Dak Prescott has had offensively. Mm-hmm. That 1-2 punch with Kenny Pickett and CeeDee Lamb is looking pretty damn dangerous.
George Pickens, you mean?
George Pickens, yes, I'm sorry. I was sorry. I didn't mean to do Kenny Two Gloves. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for that. But
Pickens,
yes, George,
Pickett, they both wear gloves.
yeah, all the same thing.
Yeah.
Pickett, all in the same thing. But yeah, they look good offensively, and Dak is looking really, really good right now. It's just, can that defense amount to something? And they seem like they cannot stop a nosebleed. So we'll see how that goes. But that is my time. I will give the time back to you, gentlemen.
He sees the floor.
I do.
No, I think Dak has been awesome. He's been, despite, or take away the injuries, he's been this for a while now. You know what I mean? Like he's definitely not slept on, because how could a Cowboys quarterback be slept on? But yeah. I like that you put them two together, because it's very similar in the way that they're just underappreciated for what they are and what they do.
Yes.
One for both for different reasons, but similar in the way that, Jalen, I just don't get it anymore. Like he's had good games, he's had bad games, as has any other quarterback in this league.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's already won, he's proven it. And then with Dak, it's like, I think we've done like the Cowboys, like everyone hates the Cowboys, and it's kind of, you're tired of the narrative, but you're tired of it so much that you just can't give Dak his due credit. So I like that you gave him some credit here when, the issue with the Cowboys has not been Dak for the last couple of years.
It's not him.
It's not him.
I mean, the only time it's Dak's problem is when they get into the playoffs, and then he seemingly starts to throw picks, and that's always been the knock on him. But I think he has an opportunity to change that, but he still does well during the regular season. I mean, against the NFC East in general, like he dominates against his own division. So
they're just not doing him any favors. And when it comes to the playoffs, like there's that much more pressure, and you have to execute that much more precisely. Mm-hmm. And he has no margin for error with that team. Like he has to play, a perfect game with what they have around him. But this is definitely, like you said, the most dynamic set of wide receivers he's had around him. CD is great. George Pickens has been, on his best behavior and balling out.
Ferguson's one of the best tight ends. Javonte Williams is balling out as well too. Like you got pieces.
Yep, they're going to score points. So if they can figure it out a little bit on the defensive side of the ball, still right there in the NFC East and the wild card spot.
I agree.
3-3, but
they got time. 3-3, and they got a tie.
Don't they? Forgot about the tie. 3-1. Yep.
Fun times.
Yeah. We'll see if they address anything on the defensive side of the ball at the deadline.
Maybe they'll get a pass rusher or something like that.
Maybe they'll trade those 2 first-round picks. Yeah.
Maybe.
Jerry had big plans.
The rumor is Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb, because the Dolphins are pretty much selling at this point in time.
As they should be.
As they should be. Absolutely. Brendan, do you have anything nice to say about your 2 division quarterbacks?
No.
Okay.
No.
Guess what?
I'm kidding. But yeah, I think I sang, Jalen's praises a couple weeks back.
He did.
You were.
So
you were.
Yeah. The thing that, like you were saying, is now they're complaining about the lack of a running game with the Eagles. Like, Hurts doesn't need to throw for 300 yards, and Saquon doesn't need to rush for over 100 yards every game for it to be a successful game plan or a successful game. So, it's people find things to nitpick about regardless. So it's just ridiculous that now they're focusing on the lack of a running game or lack of production from Saquon. So yeah, but no, I agree. I mean, Jalen definitely deserves his due. Dak, especially, and I think the comeback player of the year selection. I think it was me and Sam that had him down beginning of the year. So
it's a good one.
So, but yeah, I like Dak too. So I can't hate on the guy. He's definitely playing well. So yeah, so I mean, like I said, if the Cowboys can find a way to address that defense at the deadline, obviously they're not going to cure everything that ails them on that side of the ball. But if they can add a piece or two that can at least shore things up a little bit, then look out. I mean, that offense is dangerous. You mentioned, I think it's the best probably a 1-2 receiver combo in the league.
One of.
I mean, they're dynamic.
They're top three. I would say it's Jamar Chase, Higgins, and then Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and then I would say also them. But I think that if you interchange it anyway, I'm not really mad at whatever way you do that, because those are the three best dynamic duos, and I would even add a fourth with Devontae Adams and Puka out there and with the Rams as well too.
Mm-hmm.
So but okay, shout out to you guys. But let's talk about the Giants. I have that, and I knew Brendan was going to also have that as an L too. I don't want to go too hard against the Giants, because I believe that.
Leave that for me.
I will leave that for you. I believe that they've shown that they can contend with the teams that are out there. They put 33 up on the Broncos, right? It was 33 that they put up on them?
32.
32.
They gave up.
It should have been 34, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they put 32 up on the Broncos. The Broncos literally could not figure it out. And then the Giants giant. And they decide to go away from the thing that had my boy Bo Nix befuddled, which was the pass rush. You go away from the key thing that is absolutely keeping this Broncos defense off balance, and you let your foot off the pedal. I know, obviously, once you step between the white lines, it's on the players, but this is also on the coaching. There's no way that the coaching can get out of this. There's plenty of calls that could be made. I know certain things are magnified when Dart threw the pick. People were saying he should have ran the ball. Well, last week you were saying, well, he needs to protect himself because he's going to concuss himself if he runs with the ball and dives with it. Again, I know we're reactionary every week, and we change what the headline is or what the thing we want to nitpick about. But I do believe they have the makeup at this point to excel. I just firmly believe that it might be time for Dable to go. And I've said that before. You have these mishaps like this, giving up that many points. Teams are going to have run, but giving up that many points and allowing a team to come back and do all this, and then kind of try to turn around and blame it on media or whoever, blame it on the kicker. It's not the kicker's fault. That the kicker didn't give up all those touchdowns and all those yards. I think what we watched sucked to watch, and I will let Brendan, as a Giants fan, tell us how much it did suck. But that was what is it? That's a historical comeback that no team has ever done that. I think the stat is like 1,200 teams or something like that have never ever been able to do that. I'll look it up while you're doing that, and I'll share it with you.
I have it here. Don't worry.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Oh my god.
Well, I have it.
Okay, Brendan, go ahead since you have it, sir.
Yeah.
So they became the first team in 1,063 tries to lose a game after leading by 18 or more with 6 minutes left to play. And I don't know how many more embarrassing, not even losses, just moments in general that John Merritt needs to witness or needs to be a part of. I mean, the Saquon ordeal last year, having him go on for a record-breaking year to win a Super Bowl the first year with your division rival.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones now going off in Indy. That loss against the Cowboys in week 2, very similar loss there as to this one. I don't know how much more you have to see as an owner, to your point, Hayes, to say, all right, enough's enough. I'm tired of being the laughingstock of the league, tired of, having these historic meltdowns and, all of these situations that really it's self-inflicted. And watching the first 3/4 of that game, I was like, wow, I haven't seen this level of play in years now. And they looked so good for the first 3/4 and even for the first part of the fourth quarter for the most part. And just a complete collapse within the final minutes there. And again, going back to week 2 against the Cowboys, we discussed it on the pod after that game, being too passive in the fourth quarter. Obviously, Brandon Aubrey made a hell of a kick, was 64 yards, or whatever the hell it was. But being way too passive, going into like prevent and allowing them to pick up big chunks,
so many yards,
in just a couple of plays. The same exact thing happened here against the Broncos when they closed it out with the game-winning field goal. Obviously, Brian Burns, he was pissed off. What do you say? Drop 8 or something like that. Like couldn't understand the call there to only rush 3. I mean, that's your strength. That's your identity as a defense, is that vaunted pass rush and defensive line, and to not lean into that, to not leverage that in the most important moment of the game is just mind-boggling, right? Like the secondary was banged up. We lost, our starting safety. Holland went out. Our number one corner was out as well. So why in the world would you drop 8 and hope for the best back there, only rushing 3 guys? It just doesn't make any sense. And for that reason, yes, Dable certainly deserves a lot of the blame, but how you can allow the defensive coordinator to continue after that, the first time against the Cowboys, okay, let's chalk that one up to a learning, example there, and a moment that you learn from and move on from, and you don't repeat. Well, here we go again. This is the second time now in a few weeks where the same exact situation happened, and it's just unforgivable. And this team really waffle fuzz. But yeah, as a fan, I was amped. I was like, wow, this is actually enjoyable to watch, and they're playing really well. It looked like a different team through the first 3.5 quarters, and then they just reverted back to the same old Giants. I mean, giving up 33 points in one quarter is insane.
Yeah,
and that, to your point, Hayes, I mean, there are a lot of issues and a lot of things that contributed to this loss. Yes, the 2 missed extra points. Obviously, if you convert both of those, you win the game. But you also gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter, which is unforgivable.
It's literally on all 3 sides of the ball.
Yeah.
All 3 phases.
And the other thing, too, with Dart throwing the pick, that was obviously a bad interception.
Yeah.
He's a rookie quarterback. Yeah. Those types of things are going to happen, but he shouldn't have been put in that situation.
Exactly. That's a coaching thing.
Right.
Again.
Right. So, and I remember thinking that before that play happened, like, are they going to try to get a little aggressive here and pass and try to convert the first down? And unfortunately they did, and you see what happened. But, if they ran the ball there, they would have forced the Broncos to burn another timeout, and that probably would have clinched the game for them too, if they just simple handoff, burn some more clock, have Broncos burn that timeout. So it was just a myriad of mistakes and issues, and just, again, all self-inflicted, which is the most disheartening part about the whole thing.
It's crazy because in like an alternate universe, this team could be 5-2, but like butterfly effect, if you win that Cowboys game, you don't get Dart later on. And they're just like, I think they're just missing a lot of things. And we said this, expectation wise is crazy, but the fact that Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, and they have heightened the expectations so quickly.
Yeah.
Because we went into the season beforehand saying this schedule is completely brutal. Dable will be fired at the end of the year. Yada yada yada. Maybe they get 5 wins and are exciting. But like looking at it back now, like they should really be 4 or 5 wins. I don't think Dable is the guy going forward. I don't think you can make that change now. I wouldn't. You would really stunt Dart's growth, like to throw him into a new system. That just wouldn't be fair. I think you got to ride it out, and it's going to be painful as hell the rest of the year because this team is capable. I don't think they're capable to contend, obviously not, but like they're capable to win a lot more games than they're winning right now, and it's just going to continue to be that way throughout the rest of the year, and it's going to be frustrating as hell. And that's just the bad part about it, and it's all timing. But I think if they can get, the guy in that they really believe in, going into next season, I still, this team has such a bright future if they go about it the right way, because they got a guy, a quarterback. He's going to make his mistakes, and he's going to do that this year, and that's fine. But the dude can absolutely ball out, and he's a playmaker. Like, he's going to make winning plays.
Yep.
And he's got to take these lumps right now. So,
well, I think that's the one positive coming out of this, right? I mean, I think the more that we see of Dart, the more he is proving that he is the guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy's a gamer. I mean, that last touchdown, that rushing touchdown there, I mean, the guy is a dog, man. And he wants to win, fired up on the sidelines, animated, like he just wants to win games, and that's what you want. That's all you can ask for. So I think if there is a silver lining here, it's that, knowing that we do have our quarterback of the future here. Now we just need to kind of get our act together, on the coaching staff and the other facets of the game. Special teams is just a freaking nightmare. I will say too, I wanted to, because I remember watching the game and thinking to myself, like, the defense also seemed gassed towards the end as well. I mean, and again, they're beat up. Safety and Adebo, his name escaped me before. Number one corner was out. Burns was banged up.
Junior.
The Giants corner. Yeah. Adebo, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, he was out. But yeah, Burns was banged up, taped up ankle or whatever. So, but they just seemed like they were out of gas. Abdul Carter was banged up as well. But still, I mean, you gotta. There's no excuse, to let up that many points in one quarter. And like I said, just to repeatedly shoot yourself in the foot, it's inexcusable. They did release the kicker just about half an hour or so ago, which
figured that was coming.
Which I think that was expected, but it's heartbreaking, to be honest with you, to lose in that fashion. But like I said, future's bright. We got our QB. He's definitely the guy. Scatterboo, we have, like I said, still the pass rush is phenomenal with Carter and Burns and Thibodeau and obviously Sexy Dexy. So, there are some bright spots on the team. It's just they got to learn to put it all together and close out games.
Yeah.
One more L from that game. The comment from Sean Payton, just lame about Russell Wilson.
He said he had a comment about Russell Wilson during that.
After the game, he says they found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Mara not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change would have happened long after our game. So just throwing shots at Russ for I don't know what reason. Russ clapped back at him on social, but Sean Payne, relax, bro.
Sean Payne he's a tool. He's a tool. He's just
he almost cost them the game too. I mean, coming down, getting the flag. Yeah,
he did. But after watching it over and over again, he had an extremely valid point. That was not pass interference at all. But it
was a gift.
But guy literally did everything he's supposed to do. Had a head turn, playing the ball, pass interference. Got it. Okay. But yeah, when we were texting live about it, I was just like, this bozo is at it again. For time purposes, Sam just had the Raiders. We're not going to talk about it. All I have to say is Geno stinks. And Harrison, you have another. It smells like tuna. It is the Dolphins.
Just an absolute dumpster fire. I won't spend too long on it. I just, we got Mike McDaniels throwing shots at Tua in the media, Tua throwing them back. It's so messy.
It is. It's fun.
Messy.
It's honestly
it's
really
kind
fun
of
to
fun.
watch.
It's kind of funny. They got a clean house. It's way past time.
It's definitely due.
Yeah.
It's definitely due. But I might have to clean my house because this person had a phenomenal record, and I cannot believe this happened. Harrison and Bacon were at the top of the charts for our picks this week for the records in week 7. Harrison went 12-3. Bacon also went 12-3. Sam went 11-4, and I swapped places with Harrison, and I went 9-6. But Sam is still leading.
Hold on, Hayes. Do you hear that? It's my footsteps
creeping up on you.
I'm coming.
Anyway, Sam is 72-35. Bacon is 70-37. I am 66-41. Harrison is 60-47. This is not a traditional year for me because I should be nowhere near Harrison.
We are so back.
You're not. You're going to mess this up again. It's coming. Week 8 picks will fly through this. Teams on bye. We have the Dead Birds, aka the Red Birds, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks. Who's playing? Vikings at Chargers, Thursday night football. We all have the Chargers. On Sunday, to start, we have Dolphins at Falcons. We all have the Falcons here. Bears at Ravens. I have the Bears. Harrison has the Bears. Sam has the Bears. Bacon has the Ravens. And ChatGPT has the Ravens. By the way, ChatGPT has the Falcons and also the Chargers as well. Bills at Panthers. We all have the Bills. That includes ChatGPT. Jets at Bengals. We all have the Bengals. Niners at Texans. We all have the Niners. Browns at Pats. We all have the Pats. This is not good.
No.
Giants at Eagles. We all have the Eagles. This is definitely not good. This is not good. Bucks at Saints. We all have the Bucks. Cowboys at Broncos. I have the Cowboys. Sam has the Broncos. Harrison has the Cowboys. Bacon has the Broncos. ChatGPT has the Broncos. Titans at Colts. We all have the Colts. Packers at Steelers. I have the Steelers. Sam has the Packers. Harrison has the Packers. Bacon has the Packers. ChatGPT has the Packers. I had to try something here. Commanders at Chiefs. We all have the Chiefs. So
it's going to be a fun week.
It's going to be not so fun week because there's not really too many things off. I think we're all trying to stabilize our records here, and this is not going to be good.
Speak for yourself.
Well,
trying to maintain my.
If I somehow this season tie Hayes, I'm just going to pick what he picks for the rest of the time.
I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I just
put
need
everything in a sealed envelope from going forward.
I need one perfect week. And that'll be that. What we can do, Harrison, let's just say it comes down to like the final week, and let's just say we somehow, some way have the same record. We should send our picks.
Yeah, we'd have to send our pick. Yeah,
we should have to send our picks blindly to Sam and Brendan, and only they know our picks. So we don't know each other's picks or whatever. They just tell their picks on the last episode.
That's fair.
And then we'll do that from there.
That's fair.
I hope it never gets to that. Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is good at baseball per Sam. And he balled out. He did get the MVP in the series, right? For that. After hitting the 3 home runs, I believe. But he did really, really well. And while Brendan's looking that up, the Dodgers and Blue Jays in the World Series, who do you guys have? I have the Dodgers because I can't pick the Blue Jays to win. And I hate the Dodgers, but I hate the Dodgers now, but I would have been a Dodgers fan if they stayed in New York. So I'm going to stick with the Dodgers.
Yeah, confirming Shohei did win the MVP. They're calling that one of the greatest games, if not the greatest game of all time. The 3 home runs and then the 6 innings, 2 hits, no home runs, and 10 Ks.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. So. Not bad. Yeah. Do you know how like let's just take a step, take a minute to really reflect on that. Like just the endurance and like how good of an athlete he must be to be able to do that. Like it blows my mind.
After the first home run, I probably wouldn't have pitched it anywhere near him. But especially after the second home run, I wouldn't have done it. Now, was the bases weren't loaded on the third home run, so I 100% wouldn't have pitched the ball. I would have intentionally walked him.
It's surprising he doesn't get the judge treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like they're like, oh, we're just gonna pitch to him, and he's like, okay, yard. They're like, oh, you know what? We're gonna pitch here. Okay, yard.
Then again, though, he's leading off, and
yes,
arguably has a better lineup behind him. But yeah, it is surprising that they don't intentionally walk him or pitch around him more.
But to be fair, let's not forget what happened prior to this game. He was absolutely stinky during this whole postseason. So teams are just like, all right, whatever. And he didn't catch his groove, but a player like that just needs to see one.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he saw. And then it was just like, okay, let's continue to do this, even though we know he's one of the best hitters that we've ever seen in our life. And it's like, okay, he's got two.
He saw one, he saw two, he saw three.
Like it just blows my mind. But yeah, the pitching aspect of it too, on top of that, Brendan, the endurance portion of it is mind-boggling. Like that is,
it's wild, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's why for me, like, I love Aaron Judge. I just don't like, he is just so different to me because of his ability as a hitter and then as a pitcher. Like, I never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it.
And you probably won't ever again. Yeah.
He's an anomaly
for sure. He's a unicorn. Yeah, I've got the Dodgers.
Same here.
I'll say Dodgers in 5.
Blue Jays are home, right? They got home field?
I believe they do.
Yeah.
I still think Dodgers, maybe 6. I think
6 is probably safer. Yeah.
They're just a whack.
Honestly, I think it's going 7.
I'd sign up for
the
that.
way that the Blue Jays have hit this whole season, they don't hit for power. They play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I think that's going to cause some problem for the Dodgers. But we'll see. We'll see for sure. I just know. Oh, there goes Kylo. That is going to be very, very interesting to see how this all plays out. But shout out to Scooble, because you'll probably be a Dodger next year for $1. So there'll be that. NBA preview. I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I'm not
There's
wrong.
going to be some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Listen,
they're apparently in on Kyle Tucker as well.
Oh my
it's
God.
just, it's exhausting, man. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if they somehow, some way get one or both, I'm not watching baseball next year. We come on this podcast, don't even ask me about it at all. I won't say anything. I'll sign off.
Yeah, well, and also there's another big
salary cap here.
Who knows?
Yeah, there's another big Japanese player who's being posted this offseason.
First baseman. Yep.
First base, third base. Yeah, corner infielder. Another masher. So I'm sure he's going to join his fellow countrymen.
I heard he's entertaining the talk of the Yankees, but I also heard that last time for Roki, and that didn't turn out too well for us either. So
I don't see him as a fit for the Yanks either. I mean, you got Ben Rice now, and obviously McMahon at third. So,
well, I mean, he's more offensively than McMahon, but McMahon does have the flashes of leather. So, I mean. The Yankees are looking for like one big splash, and they need that Japanese market back. So if anybody thinks they're out on it, like when the Yankees have a Japanese player, it shoots up the attendance. Not saying that it's not already there, but it's always hard to compete with Japan being right next to LA, essentially, or Los Angeles, right? Mm-hmm. And then you also are building Team Japan out there as well too. So I'm sure he'll be there with his countrymen. You know?
And if the Cubs can land Seiya and Shota, then the Yankees certainly can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they gotta figure that out, because or if Murakami goes to the Dodgers, then I feel like MLB has to figure something out, because there's just such an unfair advantage there. And so yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be disgusting if they sign these guys in the offseason.
Yeah, I won't be happy.
The irony of a Yankees fan asking for a salary cap is not lost on me, though. So
Yeah.
I need some help here. We need some, help us
Yeah.
out.
Well, I mean, like, I think there's got to be, I don't know, they got to level the playing field somehow in terms of, I don't know, if the postings, if there's like a limit or that, yeah, I feel like the only way they could do that is if,
We could turn it into the World Baseball Classic. So the Dodgers can just beat Japan, and then we can get all,
we could do an East versus West kind of thing.
Yeah. It's an all-star game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kurt Suzuki. He's now the Angels head coach.
Okay.
I thought you were just calling him out because he was
no. He's no, but I mean, shout him out because
shout him out.
That too.
Shout out Ichiro. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out Ichiro. Ichiro always deserves shout outs.
He does.
Shout out Matsui.
Yeah. Two rats in a wool sock.
Oh God. Anyway, let's go to a different ball. The orange one.
Yeah.
NBA preview. Harrison is going to give us a condensed rundown here, but we'll chime in briefly as well too. But we have the East first, and we're going to start with the Atlantic. We got the Celtics, Knicks, Raptors, Nets, 76ers. This is for those that have just entered the country and don't know anything about this and listen to our podcast.
Give them the rundown.
Yeah, real quick. What do you want to say about the Atlantic, sir? Because I think it's pretty much wrapped up.
It's definitely the Knicks. It's the Knicks to win. We got Jason Tatum out for probably most of the year. It'd be kind of crazy for him to try to come back, and if he did try to come back, it'd be during the playoffs. But yeah, Knicks really have to take care of business here and take care of the division. Divisions aren't too big of a thing in basketball, but I expect big things from the Knicks this year. The East is so wide open, and I liked what I've seen so far from Mike Woodson and how that offense has looked in the preseason, and it's just got to carry over and do the things they're supposed to do. But the Knicks should be, top 3 in the East, if not contending for the first seed in the East, to be completely honest with you. Like, this is their window, this is their year, and they really need to take advantage of it.
They do. I can tell you one thing. The Nets won't be competitive, so
they will not be competitive.
They will not be competitive. So it will be what it will be. I'm curious to see what the Sixers look like. They'll come out hot, and then they will probably falter like they have done over and over again.
They're not built around Embiid too much anymore. I mean, I really like VJ Edgecombe, so he's a rookie coming out of Baylor. I really like him, and then Jared McCain is back healthy, so they have a lot of good guards. I think the 76ers are stuck in that middle ground with like, they may be old, or they're old but still young. So they have a lot of young pieces that they need to just turn the keys over to. Like Tyrese Maxey is one of the better guards in the league. So, they're stuck in the middle, but I still think they'll be way more competitive than last year. Like, last year was an absolute dumpster fire for them, and they'll be better.
Gotcha. I guess Knicks tape for this one.
This one's fun. Central's fun.
Cavs, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons, Bulls. Go ahead.
I like the Cavs out of here, but I really also love the Pistons. Like, the Pistons they're not coming. They're here. They're ready to win. We saw it last year. They played the Knicks pretty tough in the first round, but they have a lot of great pieces, and Cade Cunningham has become one of those guys that is just, a top premier player in the league. And then the Bucks, like Giannis, we got an interesting situation there with Giannis, and he's supposedly trying to force a trade, but doesn't want to ask for it. So that situation is still lingering. He's got his family is moving to Greece. Like, it's just, things are weird over there, but they're still a good team. But I like the Cavs and Pistons in this one. Pacers you can't really sleep on the Pacers, but they're without Tyrese for a long period of time.
Yeah. And
they lost Miles Turner to the Heat. No, the Bucks. I'm sorry. Miles Turner went to the Bucks, so he got a divisional rival. This was a fun division. Even the Bulls, like, they're still building a little bit. So, but I got Cavs or Pistons in this one. I think those Knicks, Cavs, Pistons will be up there in the East.
I only have to chime in and just say I have the Cavs. That's all I have for that.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Bacon, who do you have?
Sorry, I was on mute.
Is this your first Zoom?
I was just listening here.
Okay, all right.
Who do I have here?
We won't hold you to it.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'll go. I'll go Cavs.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Southeast, Magic, Hawks, Heat, Hornets, Wizards. I think it's just the Magic immediately in my mind when I see that.
No, the Hawks are gross.
Well, I mean, that's true, too. That's true. They do have some peeps.
They added so much defensively and like lengthwise. Like they are just very tall throughout the lineup, very athletic. I think the Hawks are going to rattle off a ton of wins. The Magic also very good too. I think Paolo is about to take that next leap.
Mm-hmm.
He was injured a lot last year, as was Wagner. So I don't think we saw what they're fully capable of. But if they can stay healthy this year, it's going to be kind of, Hawks Magic for that spot. And then the Hornets are just the Hornets. The Wizards are still the Wizards. And the Heat will linger and be annoying, but I don't think they have the firepower to compete with those other two or the rest of the East.
West, we're now at. Northwest, Thunder, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Jazz.
Thunder and Nuggies and T. Oh my God, I forgot this. I had all three.
Yeah.
We'll see 3 teams make the playoffs out of this division. But we don't have to talk about a lot about those. Everyone knows kind of what those teams have. Thunder are definitely, I think they're the favorites to repeat. Bringing everything back, year better, year wiser. Yeah, the West is completely loaded. Trailblazers got some nice rookie pieces. No, they're not going to make much noise at all.
Too, didn't
they? Dame's he's out for the year too.
Oh,
he was his Achilles was like second round.
Oh, okay. But they did get him back though, right?
Yeah, Dame Lillard is back on the Trailblazers. That's awesome. Trailblazers also have Drew Holiday now, so that'll be fun when they hit the floor together. But it's going to be a while till we see that. And then the Jazz with Ace Bailey. So I had questions about Ace Bailey coming out of college. I didn't love how he looked at Rutgers, but it's looking like one of those situations where the college game was just too constricting for him. Like there's just not enough space. And then once you get to the NBA, things like open up a little bit offensively, and he can score the ball like no other. Like he went up against KD in preseason and like went band for band with him and outplayed him, honestly, preseason. And KD's probably not taking it as seriously, but Ace Bailey did show out and he's looked better than I thought he would based off of what I saw at Rutgers. No.
Wow. Pacific. I don't know what happened there. Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Kings, Suns.
I think we can write off the Suns and the Kings.
Okay.
The Lakers situation is weird right now. LeBron's being interesting. He wants to be moved. He won't say it, but he wants to be moved. And I would love to see a Cavs reunite with LeBron for like the twilight. But even with that said, Luka Doncic is still a monster. They added DeAndre Ayton, who is serviceable at times, but also very good at times when he's engaged.
Yeah.
So Lakers.
Congratulations for the engagement.
Lakers will be frisky. Clippers will continue to be frisky. I'm curious to see how like the ongoing investigation has any kind of weight over the Clippers, but they've just been annoying for the last couple years. Like when you think they're not going to be good, they're just right in the playoffs and causing havoc. So, and then Warriors with Steph, can't count them out either. So yeah, each of these, the Northwest and the Pacific, both have, 3 very good teams that can vie for, playoff position.
Okay. Just to update, Thunder for me, and then I feel like I have to take the Lakers for this because I never trust the Clippers anymore. You should probably never trust the Clippers. Southwest, Rockets, Grizzlies, Mavs, Spurs, Pelicans. This is absolutely insane with the first 4, and I know I'm sleeping on the Pelicans, but I know they have some pieces there too.
I know.
But it's absolutely insane. Just those first 4 teams.
The West is so ridiculous, man. Like you can just kind of write off the Blazers and the Kings, and that's about it. Like the Suns can still be frisky, Jazz still be frisky, Pelicans. If the Spurs are healthy, or if if Wemby can stay healthy,
Mhm.
the Spurs, oh my goodness, man. Like Dylan Harper, so the rookie they drafted, also out of Rutgers, who played better than Ace Bailey at Rutgers. Just he had the ball in his hands a little bit more. But the kid is so smooth and polished. He's like a 6'4" point guard, lefty. Obviously, his dad's Ron Harper. But the dude is freaking gross, and I really love watching him play. And if they can, get that pairing with Wemby, they also have Stephon Castle, who they drafted last year. De'Aaron Fox is out the first couple of weeks, but that's still an all-star guard they have. So I really love the Spurs, and the Rockets adding KD is also ridiculous. And Cooper Flag on the Mavericks has looked out of control in the preseason. He can guard every position 1 through 5. He can score at all 3 levels of the floor. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He can, hit it in the mid range. So again, a lot of question marks about health for these set of teams. Especially with Anthony Davis, and when can they get Kyrie Irving back for the Mavs? Can Wemby stay healthy for the Spurs? And then, I don't think KD is the end all be all for the Rockets, but obviously keeping him healthy will be very helpful. And then Grizzlies and Ja, can Ja stay on the floor? Because they'll be a sneaky team as well. So yeah, I'd have a tough time picking this one. I'm going to say the Spurs with the Rockets right behind them. But it's going to be very fun in the West this year. Like every night will be an absolute battle, and these teams are going to take a lot out of each other leading up. So, yeah,
I choose the Rockets. Bacon's favorite player in the NBA is on the Mavericks because he's exciting white.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies are always intriguing to me because we don't know what we're getting with Ja, and if he can stay on the court. To your point, I think we're getting robbed of. No, I don't think we're getting robbed of probably the most athletic player in basketball and what he can do. Just talking like bounce wise and exciting with what he does. That a guy that kind of missed his opportunity to be the face of the league, but there's many reasons as why he's not. I think I'm eager to see when Kyrie comes back, because seeing Kyrie with Cooper and AD is very crazy. All right, Harris played Call of Duty apparently. Actually, shout out to Battlefield 6, but Spurs, yeah, that should be very, very interesting to see that. And shout out to Zion for for dropping weight finally.
You talked about Vladimir Guerrero looking trim. Bacon.
Yeah, Zion and Luka this summer, they both dropped weight, and they're coming into the season ready. Coming into the season, looking like they actually want to play the sport that they're really good at. And it's just crazy to think that these guys didn't invest in their health and what we could have got from them a while ago. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with them. Yeah. Bacon, anybody stand out for you before we close this out, sir?
Next tape.
Let's go.
That's it.
It's like it's a golden opportunity, man. It's
right
there.
Any concerns about the new coaching staff and anything like that?
Nope.
Having an impact?
Nope.
No. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
No. Mike Woodson.
Yep.
Mike Woodson's been around a long time.
Yeah.
He's got playoff experience. Like he knows how to coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like Mike Woodson, and it was a really good hire for them. Even after taking so long, like they could have really fumbled that, and I don't think they fumbled it at the head coaching position. I don't. They won't lose because of their head coach. I don't think. I mean, that's kind of
because of injuries. That'll be it.
That's the kind of way it is in the NBA. Like head coaches have good amount of influence, but not as much as some other sports where you're making a lot of those decisions. But I think it comes down to the guys on the floor for the most part. So,
cool.
Next tape.
Well, maybe they can
carry the New York torch.
Exactly. Yeah. Change this New York sports trend here that we're mired in. So, yeah.
The Liberty already changed that.
Yeah. The only problem I see the Knicks making out of the East, I don't see them beating any of these West teams that could make it out. I think the West is that much better than the East overall. But you never know when you get there. 7 games. And the Pacers surprised the hell out of a lot of people, too.
They did. They did. Yeah, I mean, don't forget the defending champ is out there in OKC, and they haven't lost anything.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
And they're all signed up for quite some time. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun to see what happens. With that said, this has been another episode, everybody. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you, Bacon. I appreciate you both, as always. Still sniping over here. This is episode 189 of the Chasing Points podcast. Please go listen to us on all DSPs. Share this with all friends and families. Comment, like, do all the things. And we will be back next week to talk about more stuff. On that note, peace.
Go Birds.
I'm
Always go Birds.
I'm going to use the Ben guy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I see how bowl.